Okay, we're live. So I messed up the first one for some reason. It didn't show my camera was working, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the microphone. So let me fix the camera. You can't see that I got a little special treat today. There you go. You can see I have my bowl. So this is a singing bowl. That I have actually not quite a whole set, but almost a whole set of singing bowls. I have one more to go. So I wanted to bring it for chanting because it kind of goes in the same category. So we could do a whole week on bowls too, but we're not gonna. Maybe in the future. This series has given me tons of ideas for my channel. But what you're doing when you're chanting, so let's talk about that. Let's talk about what you're doing when you're chanting. So when you chant, you are creating a vibration within your body. You're using your voice to do that. Sometimes even using thoughts, just thinking the chant, can also change your vibration. But when you add sound to the chant, it's like you have it inside, you have it outside, and everywhere. So this bowl, we're just going to play it for a moment. I'm hoping you can hear it pretty well. So you can sort of learn to feel that. So over time, maybe finding some singing bowl meditations on YouTube. I might have some in the future if I can make sure that this sounds correctly on there. But it can help you learn how to vibrate. So we're just going to create a vibration with this bowl. So this bowl is the heart chakra. And we can do this with all kinds of bowls just to give you, and you notice where you feel it. Over time, you'll start to feel it in specific places in the body. You'll be more in tune with your subtle body. And that is what the sounds do. These chants are working in the subtle body. So we have the not so subtle body, the gross body, this body. It's physical. There's nothing subtle about it. It's real. You can't put your hand through it. It's here. So this body is physical, your physical body. And then there's the subtle body, which is the energy that runs within your body that makes it animate, that makes it real. So when you don't have, if you don't have that life force in you, then the physical body doesn't move. It doesn't think. It doesn't do any of the things that it does without you being in it. Because when you leave, it dies. So we are trying to vibrate that subtle body in the body. So the first chant that I wanted to talk about is Om. So this is probably the most common chant that you do in a yoga class. People do it all the time. A lot of times it's more of a check in a yoga class as opposed to an attunement where you're tuning the body to the Om. So, for example, you would maybe do an Om at the beginning of your practice and then at the end, and you might notice a difference in tone. I've noticed it when I do a practice that sometimes at the beginning of a class, it's a little shaky. Then at the end, when I'm warmed up and my body feels better and I've moved and everything, that I'm way more in tune with that vibration. So, but you can use Om to tune your body, and you use chants to tune your body to a specific frequency that you're looking to have. So today we're going to do a few rounds of Om, maybe 10. And you can just, because I can't hear you, so if you want to do it with me, you would just Om until it ends. You'll get to see how I do it. You'll Om until it naturally ends, and then you start your next Om, and just keep going for about 10 rounds, okay? So just close your eyes. You can have your hands at heart center if that feels better, your hands down by your sides. Palms up, it just is more open and receptive. Palms down is more grounding. Either one is perfect. Let's just take a few breaths here. So I'm going to just start. Just join in whenever you're ready. Inhale. breaths. Just notice anything that might have changed during that time. And let the eyes open. So for me, I do feel it here, and this is a Manipura chakra sound as well as just your typical So I do feel it there when I use it, and I can feel it change my vibration. So it's definitely something to try. It's your very first chant. It's super simple. You can use it anytime. A few tips on chanting. You need to think about your sits bones being grounded somewhere. If it's not grounded, meaning you're standing, you might not feel the same effects. It's much easier to tune the body when you're sitting on something like a chair, in your car, or whatever you're sitting. But you can try it standing and see if you can feel the difference. I've also noticed, like in the shower, chants, water affects frequency. So just notice it. Notice it. Experiment with it in different situations, because it does matter. You'll notice that it changes. When you're learning chants, like today was just Om, you can probably find songs that just chant Om if you want to, and listen to it and let it soothe you. But later on, when we're going to do a couple of more chants during this week. If you find that you want to learn them, go just type the name of that chant in wherever you get your music, and you can download those and listen to them over and over again. That's how I learned them. And I learned them different ways. So songs sing them different ways. I learned them different ways. There is a way that you chant them in a class as opposed to maybe in a song that you would download. But there's nothing wrong with knowing them more than one way. But I do teach them a specific way when I use them in classes or when I teach you guys right now. So we'll be doing that. And it's just a fun way to sort of it adds an intention to your life. The chants each have an intention. This is sort of, Om is just to vibrate on the same level as every other living creature. It's like the center of our being. The Manipura chakra is the center of our being as well. So it's the center of our being. The sound just really resonates and helps you be connected with everything. So I hope you like this. I used the heart chakra just because I thought it would be a great first bowl. I will be bringing in some more bowls because I have them. This one was the heart, but maybe we'll do another color tomorrow just for fun, so you can work on your frequency and just sort of play with. When you notice too, when you're listening to other music, this might be a good week to listen to music and just notice what it does to your thoughts, what it does to your mind, and what are the songs that you are listening to? What are those about? Because I like 80s music. I'm an 80s girl. So, but listening to the music now and realizing what a lot of those songs were about made me realize, whoa, like some of this stuff isn't exactly great for me. Hey. Okay. So I just noticed, and I still listen to 80s music, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to stop listening to 80s music, but just being aware, and that when there are times when I'm not doing so hot, that it's sometimes time to work on the chanting or music that is uplifting, because that stuff vibrates with me. So, oh, cool. Yeah, so it's like you want to listen to music that uplifts you, but like I liked the 80s, Depeche Mode, The Cure, some of that stuff, and some even darker stuff. Some of that stuff is a little dark, so when I'm mentally needing to be lifted, I definitely make sure that I'm listening to things that lift me. So um, just let me know what you thought, and we will be doing, you can look and see, I don't know what the order is that we're going to be doing, but we're going to be doing Asatoma, which is the first chant I ever learned. I think, yes, tomorrow we're going to do Loka, which is, I picked that because it's super simple and easy. The meaning is easy, and you'll know the meaning. I will tell you the meaning of every chant, so you're not worried about, chanting to something weird or not knowing what they mean, because the meanings are simple. And then we're going to do the Gayatri mantra, and then on Friday, as promised, we're going to do the chakras. We're going to do the chakra sounds that I learned from my teacher. So the grand finale, my chakra sounds. So, and then in the future, I'm going to put together a chakra healing workshop thing on my website. So it won't be expensive or anything, but it might be there for some sort of small fee. But it will be a really cool, like how to tune into your chakras and understand them in a very practical way, because I'm very practical when it comes to that kind of thing. So I will see you tomorrow. Bye. All right.